The sun in Uganda paints the sky orange and purple, then it disappears. But the day is not over. No, the day is just beginning for food lovers. This is when Uganda truly comes alive. The air cools down, the streets fill with people, and the smells, oh, the smells of cooking food start to float everywhere. This is Africa after dark. It is a time for adventure. It is a time for eating. I love exploring food when the world gets quiet, but here, the night is loud with sizzling sounds and happy chatter. It's a culinary safari and I am ready to explore every delicious corner of it. My journey takes me to the heart of Kampala. The city's energy changes at night. During the day, it is a busy place of work and traffic, but at night it becomes a giant open-air kitchen. Small fires light up the sidewalks. Men and women stand over grills and bubbling pots. The sound is a symphony of chopping, frying, and laughing. You can hear the sizzle of oil as it meets fresh dough. You can smell the sweet smoke from roasting meat mixing with the earthy aroma of spices. This is not just about finding something to eat. It is about experiencing a culture with all your senses. Walking through these night markets is like stepping into another world. Every corner holds a new surprise, a new flavor waiting to be discovered. People gather in small groups, sharing stories and food. The light from the small stalls creates long, dancing shadows on the ground. It feels mysterious and exciting all at once. You see families, friends, and solo travelers all drawn together by the universal language of a good meal. I always say, if it looks good, eat it. And here in Uganda, so much looks incredibly good, beckoning you to come closer and take a bite. There is a mix of feelings in the air. There is excitement for sure. The thrill of the unknown is a powerful spice. But there is also a little bit of nervousness. What is in that pot? What kind of meat is that on the grill? Pushing past that fear is where the real adventure begins. It's about trusting the cook, trusting the culture, and trusting your own curiosity. To truly understand a place, you have to eat what the locals eat. And in Uganda, the night offers a feast for the brave and the hungry, a delicious lesson in letting go and diving in head first. Let's talk about the food that makes some visitors nervous. In many cultures, insects are a source of protein. In Uganda, one of the most famous snacks is ensinine. These are long-horned grasshoppers. Yes, you heard that right. Grasshoppers. They are caught during the rainy season, often at night using bright lights. Their wings and legs are removed, and then they are fried. For someone who has never eaten an insect, seeing a bowl of fried grasshoppers can be a real challenge. Your brain might tell you it's strange, but your nose smells something salty, savory, and a little bit like roasted nuts. Another dish that can seem unusual is muchimo made with goat intestines. The intestines are carefully cleaned, then braided together and roasted over a charcoal fire. The sight of it can be intimidating. It doesn't look like a normal steak or a chicken wing. It looks exactly like what it is. People often have a hard time trying foods where they can clearly see the part of the animal it came from. But this is the essence of nose-to-tail eating, a philosophy of respecting the animal by using every part. It takes courage to take that first bite, to ignore what your eyes see and trust what your taste buds might discover. Thinking about eating these foods can create a battle in your mind. One side is curious, adventurous, and wants to experience everything. The other side is cautious, sticking to what is familiar and safe. This is the moment of truth for any food explorer. Do you step back or do you step forward? I believe that food should sometimes challenge you. It should push your boundaries. Trying something like ensinine is more than just eating a bug. It is about connecting with a tradition that has existed for generations and understanding a different perspective on what makes food delicious and valuable. The fear is real, but it is also part of the fun. It's the feeling you get right before you jump into a cold lake or ride a roller coaster. Your heart beats a little faster. You might even close your eyes when you take the first bite. But then, something amazing happens. You taste it, and you realize it's just food. It might be crunchy, it might be chewy, it might be salty, and you survive. In fact, you might even like it. This is how we grow. This is how we learn that the world is bigger and more interesting than we ever imagined. Now let's talk about the delicious surprises. The one food you cannot leave Uganda without trying at night is the Rolex. No, it is not a watch. It is a masterpiece of street food. The name comes from rolled eggs. A cook makes a thin, fluffy omelet with onions, tomatoes, and sometimes cabbage. While it's still hot, they place it on a warm, soft chapati, which is a type of flatbread. Then, They roll it all up together into a perfect handheld meal. The warmth of the chapati, the savory flavor of the egg, and the freshness of the vegetables create a perfect harmony of taste and texture. It is simple, cheap, and absolutely divine. Another incredible dish is the muchomo. While intestines might be for the adventurous, the more common muchomo is simply roasted meat on a stick. It could be beef, goat, or chicken. The meat is marinated in simple spices and then grilled slowly over charcoal embers. The smoke infuses the meat with a flavor you cannot get from a modern kitchen stove. It is tender, juicy, and full of pure, honest flavor. You eat it right off the stick, often with a side of roasted plantain called ganja. The sweetness of the plantain perfectly balances the saltiness of the grilled meat. It is a match made in food heaven. The flavors are often bold but balanced. They are not trying to hide anything. A good Rolex tastes of fresh eggs and warm bread. A good muchomo skewer tastes of quality meat and real fire. There is an honesty to Ugandan street food that I deeply respect. The cooks use fresh, local ingredients. They don't rely on complicated sauces or fancy techniques. The magic comes from the quality of the ingredients and the skill of cooking over an open flame. It is food that fills your stomach and warms your soul, a true comfort food experience under the African stars. What surprises many people is how something so simple can be so incredibly satisfying. You take a bite of a Rolex, and suddenly, the world makes sense. All the different parts come together to create something much greater. It is a lesson in how you don't need expensive ingredients to make something wonderful. All you need is a little bit of heat, a few fresh vegetables, and a lot of love. This is the food that makes you smile. It's the food you will dream about long after you have left Uganda, a delicious memory of a perfect night. At the end of the night, when your belly is full and your mind is buzzing with new flavors, you realize something important. These night markets are more than just places to eat. They are the living, beating heart of the community. They are where people connect after a long day. Around the warm glow of a grill, stories are shared, friendships are made, and life is celebrated. Food is the reason people gather, but the connection they share is the real nourishment. It breaks down barriers between strangers and turns them into friends, even if just for one meal. The fire is central to this experience. It provides light in the darkness. It provides the heat to cook the food, but it also provides a focal point, a place for people to come together. For centuries, humans have gathered around fires to share warmth, safety, and stories. The night markets of Uganda continue this ancient tradition. Watching the flames dance and listening to the sizzle of food, you feel a deep sense of peace and belonging. You are part of something timeless, a ritual of community that is as old as humanity itself. It's a powerful feeling that goes beyond the simple act of eating. This experience teaches you that food is a bridge. It connects us to a country's history, its agriculture, and its people. When you eat a grasshopper, you are tasting a seasonal delicacy that Ugandans have enjoyed for generations. When you eat a Rolex, you are tasting the creativity and resourcefulness of modern Ugandan street culture. Every bite tells a story, and by being open to trying these foods, you show respect for the culture that created them. You are saying, I want to understand you, and that is a beautiful message to share. So if you ever find yourself in Uganda, do not go to bed early. Wait for the sun to set and follow the delicious smells. Be brave, be curious, step out into the night and join the feast. You will find more than just amazing food. You will find laughter, you will find kindness, and you will find the true spirit of this incredible country. The night markets are a reminder that the best things in life are often simple: good food, a warm fire, and the company of others. It is an adventure that feeds not just your body, but your soul.